All right, man, here I am with Brian Norman Sr. We just witnessed some history tonight. We have been talking about the last few weeks that, you can't go against Crawford. How do you think it played out and everything?
How did I think it'll play or how do I think it played out?
Both.
I didn't think it'll play out like that quite so. I knew that Bud would find a way to win because I know Bud is a crafty, smart fighter. I know he's strong. I know he got a lot of abilities and, as they say, different things in the toolbox. And I just knew with all of those abilities he would find a way to win this fight. And that's exactly what he did. I didn't expect him to bully Canelo.
At the end, right? He was bullying him.
I didn't expect him to do that. But as I watched it, you got to remember, me and you was at
Spence
fight, and we saw him do the same thing to Spence. So as it was going on, I kind of could see it coming. I could see where he would do it, but outside, without them sitting in the ring together, I did not foresee that coming. You feel what I'm saying? But he did his thing, bro.
What about the crowd, the atmosphere? Talk about it.
Man, it was legendary, man. It was legendary, man. When you came in there, man, everybody was a pro-Mexican crowd, pro-Mexico. Everybody screaming Canelo. My voice is damn near gone again because I'm trying to scream Crawford or whatever else. We trying to support, Crawford or whatever, team Crawford in there, but it was so many Canelo fans. It was pointless, you know what I'm saying? But I said after the third round or so, it was over with. The energy was gone, the energy was dead, and no matter what, Crawford had already showed, and I'm serious about the third round, he had already showed that Canelo was limited when it came to Crawford. He had very limited abilities, and the strength wasn't the deciding factor for him.
Do you feel like the lack of a jab, even though he was trying to jab at times, do you feel like the lack of an effective jab and his footwork was just his downfall?
No, I think what happened is, in this case, it's not in a lot of cases, but in this case, I think what happened is, as he was jabbing, he was getting countered. And not even just jabbing. When he punched and threw certain punches, period, he got countered. And that made him a little hesitant to punch more. And because everybody knows the more you open up, the more you get countered when you're fighting a good counter puncher like Crawford.
What should Crawford do? I mean, he probably proved everything. What should he do? Walk away on top?
Turkey asked him not to retire. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Nah.
Yeah, he just did something the other day. And he thanked Turkey for giving an opportunity. He thanked Turkey for everything else. Turkey was like, deliver the job. That was a whole big thing. I don't know how you didn't see that. He said deliver the job.
Yeah.
But he told me to deliver the job. And everybody was like, wait a minute, Turkey's going for Crawford. But then he was like, but one thing, don't retire. So he did say that. I know that Bud is very grateful for Turkey for giving him an opportunity and doing what he did for him. So I think Bud is a man of his word. I think he's going to at least fight one more time.
Who could he fight next?
Maybe a rematch with Canelo, but I think he'll stop him the next time. And I don't see nobody else. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of Jake Paul type fight. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of, I don't know. I can't see it. It got to be somebody big. Maybe Charlo. I don't know why. I don't know, but I don't know.
Charlo might be fighting Spence. What do you think about that? They're talking about that.
I think that's a great comeback for Spence and Charlo. They've both been out 2 years. They both coming out with losses and whatever else. So I think that's a very fair. Hey, how you doing, bro? You all right? I think that's a very fair. I think that's a very fair fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a very fair fight.
Who would win that right now with both of them so inactive?
I'm a Spence guy. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm a Spence guy, man. I don't want to down before. I don't want to talk down on whatever else. But I got to be real. I mean, that type of loss that he took and the type of things that was said about him and whatever else, he's still human, so it affects him as a fighter. And I think that what's his name? Twin, called Twin, Charlo. I think Twin got a lot of, he got a lot of physical abilities. I might have to lean a little bit towards Charlo, even though I don't want to.
November 22nd, you got the big fight with Devin coming up. Anything you want to leave off with tonight, Brian?
Nah, man, my son locked in. That's why he's not here this weekend. He's not out. You got Devin disrespecting my son by doing face-offs with Ryan, saying he's after Ryan Norman fight and everything else. Nah, all of that elite shit gonna be dead after this. We gonna kill it. We gonna kill the whole vibe. We gonna kill the whole elite crew. We gonna hear the whole elite movement, and we gonna take it over. We coming in. We kicking over all the checkerboards. We knocking over all the beer, all the liquor. And we crashing the party. That's what we doing. We don't want to be part of the party. We crashing the party. Ain't gonna be no party.
Appreciate you.